Hi everyone. In this multiplayer video I am joined by Ugly X10, or times 10, I'm not sure, playing a Turian Sentinel, Razorhawk895 playing a human soldier, and the Dr. Pones playing an N7 Paladin. We're fighting Reapers on Firebase Glacier on Silver difficulty, with interesting results, but you'll just have to watch the video to find out what I mean by that. Firebase Glacier is located on Sanctum and was part of the core game, and is visited in single player during the N7 Cerberus Lab mission. This is the first mission at a multiplayer location that becomes available during the single player. Glacier is also the smallest multiplayer map, making it popular for speedruns, although we're not using any speedrun strategies during this video. Character I am playing is a Justicar Adept, which was introduced in the Resurgence DLC. She is a second Asari in the Adept category, but has a different set of powers than the original Asari Adept. Asari are the most influential and respected sentient species in the galaxy. They are native to the planet Thessia and were the first species to discover the Citadel. Their long lifespans and history have allowed them to serve as galactic mediators for centuries. While not as physically powerful as other species, their proficiency with biotics makes them dangerous opponents. Asari are fierce, graceful warriors. They are incredibly powerful natural biotics. The Asari excel at hit-and-run tactics to ruthlessly eliminate their opponents from the battlefield. Barrier 500-500, Biotic Dash, which is the dodge movement they make. I tend to liken it to ice skating. Toughness, melee, just a characteristic. And Heavy Biotic Blast is the type of heavy melee they do. My character is named Chani, after Paul's girlfriend from Dune. The powers of the Justicar are Biotic Sphere, Reave, and Pull. Biotic Sphere is create a defensive shield that surrounds the caster and nearby allies. More damage dealt to enemies entering the shielded area. The shield stays at the place where you cast it, it doesn't move with you. So you have to be kind of clever with where you put it, and you can either put it in a place to protect yourself or your squad mates, or you can put it in a choke point so that enemies walk into it and take more damage. I'm not really good at doing the latter though. The choices made are radius, damage reduction, and warp effect. This causes damage to any enemy that enters the shield, and also allows you to detonate a biotic explosion by casting Reave on an enemy that is affected by this warp effect. Reave. Drain a target's health and disrupts their resistances, receiving increased damage protection while this power is in effect. Effective against barriers and armor. Reave is a Justicar's primary offensive weapon. It is very easy to use it very frequently, and it layers if you use it multiple times on the same target, so you can cause a lot of damage per second there. It can also be detonated by nearly anything, making it a very good power to use when you're trying to pull off biotic explosions. Choices made are increased impact radius, recharge speed, and barriers and armor. This is a choice that I'm kind of on the fence about, because the advantage of this is that it works against everything, even though the bonus you get is less. The advantage of this is that against Reapers it is incredibly effective because they have a lot of armored targets. And Banshees also have barriers. Pull. Yank an opponent helplessly off the ground. Not that useful an ability, particularly because it only works against unshielded and unarmored targets. Its main usefulness is against Cerberus Guardians, because it causes them to drop the shield. It can also be used to lift targets, and these can then be detonated by Reave, but again, because that only works against unshielded targets, that's not that useful. I only went up to 3, so no choices. Asari Justicar. Centuries of rigid training gives the Asari greater martial prowess and the mental focus to strengthen their biotics. Longer power duration, more weapon damage, more strength. Choices made here are duration and capacity, and power damage. Fitness, which boosts health and shield, of course. I'll always go for improved health here, pretty much on all my characters. Not all of them, but most of them. Durability, shield recharge, and fitness expert. Weapons I'm carrying are a phalanx pistol, which is a nice pistol for this character because it can be fired very rapidly in between using Reef. I'm using a magazine upgrade to improve, slightly improve ammo capacity, and I'm not entirely sure what's up with my weapons displays in the multiplayer, but they seem to be broken. And the pistol high caliber barrel, which improves the damage. As a secondary weapon, I'm carrying a GEF Plasma SMG just because it doesn't cost me anything in cooldown, and it's the only submachine gun where ultralight materials works as of this recording. I'm using ultralight materials and a high caliber barrel, but despite carrying this weapon, you will rarely see me use it. I primarily use the phalanx. Equipment, I use a commando package which increases pistol damage and biotic damage. I'm not carrying any other equipment into this mission. Glacier is one of the original maps in in the multiplayer, and therefore also appears in single player. And one of the things you can do is set up your bubble at choke points, and that's a good one because that's a spawn point. But now they didn't spawn there, of course. And it's Reapers. Try to stay together so we don't have to run across the map to revive people.
Cut it out!
Because this map is relatively small, it's an excellent map to speedrun. If you want to make credits quickly. I don't usually do that though, but I know there's people who do.
Contact!
Shield is kind of funky on the Paladin. But in order to really speedrun this map, you need to be camping the spawn points and things like that, which we're not really doing, so we won't be that quick, I guess. Never played the Paladin myself, only recently unlocked it. Haven't had a chance to play it, either here or at the top of the stairs is a good place to wait between waves.
Got it. Come on.
Always set up a bubble when you're in a hack. Ugly, if you use warp more, we can detonate. Because warp detonates read and vice versa.
I'm here.
Nice work. Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping. Enemy force approaching.
The usual run for the ammo boxes. Oh, where the hell are they?
Outstanding.
Because Reeve detonates warp and vice versa, that's really useful against the big guys, especially against Reapers. Does a ton of damage against armored enemies. Oh, there's nobody there. And actually I've got my Reeve set up to have extra damage against armor, which is great when you're fighting Reapers. And I can self-detonate with pool, but it's kind of difficult to do, because pool doesn't work against shielded enemies or armored enemies.
Enemy is regrouping. Time to reload.
You know why I like the Justicar? She can ice skate.
Copy that.
Where did that Banshee go?
Squad member in trouble.
Hang tight.
Oh, that answers that question. I hate the whatever that is, warp I think, that Banshees do. One disadvantage of the Asari Dodge is that it eats shields.
Enemy forces at half strength.
Or barriers, I guess, technically. Sorry, you don't have shields.
The enemy has one of our recon drones. Get it back and online.
This is a new objective from the Earth DLC. Oh.
Nice. Keep close to the drone. We'll go dark again.
need to stay close to the drone. That could have gone better. Okay, that's the objective. Profium particle rifle was added only recently to the multiplayer. It's an ultra rare. I don't think I have it. And now it gets fun. One disadvantage of this map, because it's so small, is that if you do get cornered by Reapers and, by Banshees and Brutes and Ravagers and whatever, it's a bit of a waste of missiles, isn't it? Did you get insta-killed? That's the danger with Banshees. They can kill you immediately, in which case you cannot be revived. And that's why you don't stand in front of Ravagers. He says while proceeding to do it himself. Because of my Reaver spec for area of effect, I very easily kill swarmers when I kill a Ravager. That's all the plus 30 kills you're seeing. And it takes a while for the kill feed to catch up with the number of things I've killed. My bubble causes a warp effect, so enemies take damage when they're inside it. Which also allows me to detonate that with a Reeve.
Spotted him!
There it is. Biotic explosions are without a doubt the most effective way to deal with Reapers. Most enemies actually, but Reapers especially so. I hate it when that happens. Somebody shoots you while you're being grabbed.
I got you.
Okay, that was not a good idea. We need to get out of here.
I got you. Check fire. Hang on.
It's always fun when you have both
Watch it.
Ravagers and Banshees to worry about. Shooting the sacks on a Ravager prevents them from releasing swarmers, and it also increases their damage, so it's always a good thing to do. Wow, we got a lot of Ravagers all of a sudden in this wave. Yes, let's biotic explode.
Outstanding work. Stay alert. Enemy is regrouping.
Let's use a biotic explosion against the husk. That is, I'm sure, the best option.
Contact.
The enemy has one of our recon drones.
Another drone! Fun.
Got it.
Ah! Somebody rocketed it!
Down.
Well, that was great. You'll have to do it without me. Use a rocket to get rid of those two Banshees. And stay together.
You need to stay close to that drone or it goes nowhere. Team member is hurt.
Are you the only one left? Ugly, you have to metagel.
So me and you got instantly killed by Banshees as soon as the camp got on.
If that drone doesn't get moving, this mission is toast.
This is a bad one to do by yourself. Don't you have rockets?
Get friendly to that drone, soldier.
Watch out for the Ravager.
Is the mission. Get back to it. Team member is hurt.
Out of metagel? Well, that could have gone better.
The team is flatlined. Aborting mission.
Okay, so we failed that one, unfortunately. I scored the highest. Mainly because Ugly was detonating my Reeves, I think. 50 assists, 25 biotic kills, 50 kills, and 25 pistol kills. We got really unlucky with Banshee grabs there.